I'm thinking, Kakunu Metata Kofuma. How are you with all that is going on? How are you doing? Hmm? This is Munonyedi, and as you all know, this is Bridging with Munonyedi. Bridging with Munonyedi is where I talk about the things that are long forgotten, and other times I talk about the things that matter. Today, I like to talk about Ifunanya, love. Today, I like to talk about Ifunanya, love. But in today's context, I'm not going to talk about love in the romantic sense. I'm going to talk about self-love. So here's where I ask you, Kobwe nanya, ifukunwe nanya. Or like my brothers on the other side would say, ifukunwe ginanya. It is a very important question. It is one that we don't often ask. And when we think of love or talk about love, we talk about love in the romantic sense. And somehow we feel that if it's not somebody loving us or, love coming from somewhere else to us, then it is not love. So yeah, when we talk about love, self-love, I'm going to ask you, what is the communication with yourself like? Do you understand me? What kind of conversations do you have with yourself? How do you relate to yourself? Do you have a loving relationship with yourself? Is it an encouraging one? Is it a supportive one? Generally, what are the ways and how are the ways that you show yourself love? When we talk about love or think about love, self-love really doesn't come into play. And if I told you to write a list of all the things and the people that you love, sometimes you might not remember to put your own name. Come on. You'll remember to put the name of your great-grandfather, your great-grandfather's dog, your great-grandfather's horse that died, bingo that died, every other thing that has happened. But you won't remember to put your own name. If I said, oh, make a list of the things that you want to get for your loved ones, but you will omit the things that matter to you, the things that you want. Why? Why do we approach love in the sense that it must come from somewhere else for us to get it? Why don't we see love as, coming from inside out? Audio came back that nigga phone nanya, you're all that you have. And if you don't work on yourself, see yourself, understand yourself, know who you truly are, then there is a problem. Because if you don't know the things that matter to you, if you don't communicate clearly with yourself, how are you going to communicate clearly with other people around you? You understand what I'm saying? Also, what are the conversations you have with yourself? Do you treat yourself with kindness? Do you treat yourself with compassion? Do you treat yourself with tenderness? You cannot expect to do all these things for other people, but you don't do it for yourself. It's alien behavior. If it's something that you're not used to, how are you going to do it for other people? You understand? So while we're talking about how we should love ourselves and how working from inside out is very important, it is also important to have meaningful conversations with yourself. It doesn't matter what you have done, it doesn't matter how you do it, but sometimes you pat yourself on the back and say, Naina Lokol, well done, this is all your handiwork, look at all the things that you've done. It doesn't matter if it's big or it's small. You understand? And sometimes we don't even know how to strengthen our weaknesses because we look at our weaknesses like they are such a bad thing. We look at certain aspects of ourselves as something that we need to hide. We don't see them as something that we can work and improve on. That certain things that you need to do, that you have to do, it's important that you do them. Also, you need to understand that love is not only love, or love is not only valid when it's romantic love. Love can come in various other forms. Please excuse me, I don't know what all this is about. Love can come in many various forms. Love can come as your friends, as your family, as the people who God has put in your life. You understand? So you have to appreciate these things and appreciate these people. And you need to start seeing love in all the things around you. Love in the ways that other people treat you. Also, for you to understand these things, you have to learn that our weaknesses are part of us and that we have to work on them to get better, to improve on it, various other things. Now, talking of our weaknesses, we need to recognize our strengths and recognize our weaknesses. And when we can recognize our strengths and our weaknesses, then we can sometimes use our strength to strengthen our weaknesses. When you use two hands to lift something, it becomes lighter than when you're struggling with one hand. And that is why I made the Q journal. It's free. Download it. Write on it. It's to help you get reacquainted with yourself. So there are certain aspects of you that you do not vocalize. You tell it to your journal. You journal it. You write it down. You recognize your strengths and you recognize your weaknesses, the things that you love to do that you never do, the things that you do, right? The things that you do and that you spend your time with that you rather not be doing, and use that time to focus on other things. So the Q journal is for you to get reacquainted with yourself. I'll drop the link below. You can go to my website munoyedi.com and you can download. It's in two versions: the writable version, the PDF writable version, and the printable version. So whichever one that you prefer. If you want to have it on your device and just write, download the PDF writable one. If you rather use biro and paper and put it down, print it out. Whichever way, it's supposed to help you get reacquainted with yourself. Because in my own way, then you can know the things that you can do. But first of all, I ask this question all the time. I say, in my own way, do you know yourself? Do you know every aspect of you that ticks? Do you know what makes you you? Do you know the things that set you apart from other people? Do you know the things that you can improve on to make you a better version of this you that we have now? But it all starts from knowing that you have to love yourself first. And when you love yourself, then you can extend it, you can project it out. It has to start from inside. Then you can project it out to the things around you, to the people around you. And there is no love without proper communication. So in loving yourself, you have to communicate with yourself. And when you're communicating yourself, you have to communicate with yourself with kindness, with tenderness, with compassion. yes, it's okay to berate yourself and say, "Ah, look at this foolish thing that you've done." But then other times you just be like, well, mistakes happen. It's okay. You'll do better. Don't worry. It's one of those things. Life happens. Move on. You must know how to communicate with yourself. With what? Compassion, love, tenderness, kindness. Odimpa is very important. And also, I like to say that during this pandemic, I've been doing free video calls with people who want to talk about anything and all that is bothering them. It's a safe space, so I'm holding a safe space for you should you be interested. It's a no judgment zone. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to hold space for you. And if you want me to say something about what you've told me, then I'm going to talk. But if you just want someone to listen, this is open several times a day, like several hours a day. I'm here to talk to you. So if you want that, I do that on Skype. But if you want to do that, maybe on Facebook or something, then that's fine. So send me a message, and we'll take it from there. And also, if you want to learn or talk about all the ways that you can explore and, begin to love yourself and every aspect of you that you have neglected, that you need to put into perspective and start loving, your scars, your trauma, every other thing that you need to love, yes, baby, I'm here for you. You should know that I'm here for you. So this is where I sign off, and I say follow all my social media. Bridging with Munoyedi on Facebook, Bridging with Munoyedi _ on Instagram. Here, share, tell your friends if you think that what I do is good work. Tell your friends, invite them. Oh, and I have something new that I'll be introducing soon, and stay tuned. Bye.